Holly Cunningham lost 2 pregnancies and was denied care for each of them because she lived in Texas. Because even though Roe versus Wade was overturned in 2022, that's 3 years ago, people are still being affected because abortion is essentially banned in so many states. This was an early canary in the coal mine for the rise of Christian nationalism, and people like Holly are paying the price. Here's Holly's story. She said that I never thought the word abortion would ever be part of my journey. I always thought you get married, you get pregnant, you have babies. I always wanted lots and lots of kids. I love kids. I taught kindergarten for years. She met Cody in high school. She says that we have 2 healthy sons. One is 8 and the other is 5, and it felt like an answered prayer when I found out I was pregnant again in October 2022. When I was 20 weeks pregnant, my husband Cody and I went to see a maternal fetal medicine specialist for our anatomy scan. When the sonogram technician got to our baby's head, she went silent, and I immediately sensed something was wrong. I had never thought that halfway through a pregnancy something bad could happen. The less than 1% of abortions that happen past 12, 13 weeks of pregnancy, majority of the time, it's because of a fatal fetal anomaly. The doctor said, "I'm sorry, but your baby has anencephaly. Your baby's brain and skull have not developed." I remember asking the doctor, "What do we do?" And he said, word for word, "With the state laws in Texas, I can't tell you what you can and cannot do." I had always figured that if something were to go wrong with my pregnancy, my doctor would be able to do what she needed to take care of me. She explained, "Holly, my hands are tied. As long as your baby has a beating heart, there's nothing I can do for you in Texas. She will keep growing, but if you carry her to term, there will be risks to your health and life. I would be at risk for severe hemorrhaging that could require a hysterectomy." And she said that many anencephaly babies require a C-section since they remain in a breech position. She was able to find a clinic that could take her in 2 weeks for an abortion at 22 weeks, which was just before their cutoff at 23 weeks. After a few months, her husband and her decided to try again to have a healthy baby. In October 2023, she became pregnant, and everything was going great until an ultrasound at 14 weeks. The doctor turned to me and said, "Holly, I can't believe that I'm seeing this, but your baby has anencephaly." I tried to see if I could at least try to have my abortion done in a Texas hospital so I wouldn't have to go through everything I had been through before. I spoke with the Center for Reproductive Rights' lawyer, but she didn't feel that we could do an emergency lawsuit to get an abortion because Kate Cox had just lost her lawsuit under similar circumstances. So they went back to New Mexico, but to a different abortion clinic. I've learned through my traumatic journey that a pregnancy is not a guarantee. Anything can go wrong until that baby is out in your arms and crying. As for Texas, I feel like the politicians stripped away my rights and women's rights to make the choices that are best for our bodies and our babies.